Next up is Brimstone Hill Fortress, and it's belonged to UNESCO World Heritage Site, an exceptional and world-preserved example of 17th and 18th century military architecture. You cannot just drive here alone, guys. You really need to have a tour guide and professional driver because this is just one way. Mostly tours here are on a bus or big vehicle, and imagine it's so freaking tight and you have to squeeze in. Like this, guys, we had to stop and wait for this big bus to pass.
One way only, one way. Squeeze it.
Put your mirrors in.
And another tour, they had to stop so that we can pass.
Of the village, it stretches actually where the French just occupied. Behind a bit is all abandoned sugarcane areas. So we still do.
This Brimstone has a really long entrance, and like this another bus coming out, and we always have to stop and make sure we give a signal like a horn so that they know that we're coming in.
Yes.
This is a hole.
Okay. So here we are already in the fortress, the UNESCO.
As we got in here, guys, we had to go first for the orientation room. Basically, we are gonna watch a short documentary and a video about history of this place. But to be honest, we didn't even understand much because the quality of the video is bad. And we just waited till it's over. And also, we're not allowed to do a video inside there. And after that, we went to a souvenir shop and bought some souvenirs before we start our tour. It's a self-guided tour. We have an hour to roam around and check the property, take videos and photos, and document everything. And we start our incline. So actually, this is 800 feet high. So if you have a problem with breathing and lungs, I don't think this is for you. Everything you see here, the rocks and the walls are all man-made and from the hard volcanic rock. The mortar to cement the stones was produced on the site from the limestone, which covers much of the middle and lower slopes. The fortress, constructed intermittently between the 1690s and the 1790s, is of singular importance as being the remains of a large, complete military community of the 18th century. The prominent citadel is one of the earliest and finest surviving example of a new style of fortification known as polygonal system. Brimstone Hill is nearly 800 feet high with steep and precipitous slopes which had to be tamed by the disciplines of engineering and architecture and at risk and probable loss of human lives. The walls of the structures are predominantly of stone, laboriously and skillfully fashioned from the hard volcanic rock of which the hill is composed. The physical location of the fortress presents attractive panoramic vistas of forested mountains, cultivated fields, the historical township of Sandy Point, and neighboring Dutch, English, and French islands across the Caribbean Sea.
That's crazy how they make all these stuffs very clean. Barracks.
It's really a beautiful fortress, so we decided to go down to tour more as there are another ruins on the other side, so we have to walk all the way there, but it's gonna be fun. It's amazing how they built this without any equipment, just hard labor, man-made. Imagine how many lives have lost just to build this. And as what I've read, of course, built by slaves that they brought from Africa. So this is one of the ruins. So I don't know really what's in here. I think it's also for overlooking purpose, or maybe another barracks because it's in the other side to overlook. It's really windy and the weather is not really cooperating anymore. So we're trying our best to tour and take video as much as we can before it starts to rain. So this is what it looks like on a drone view or bird's eye. Gorgeous and massive. And we're heading out now. And this is my most favorite part of our tour in St. Kitts and Nevis.